Yo, what's going on, investors? EBS Invest here, back with a brand new video. Today, we're going to be discussing a topic that's very popular in the news right now, and as well as on YouTube itself. We're going to be discussing Chat GPT. For those that don't know, it's an open AI system where you can ask it anything really. And we're going to see if it offers any investment advice and if it can build us a strong dividend portfolio for a beginner, and see if it has any ETF recommendations. Let's jump right into the video. So you have to be direct with the system. You have to make sure that it knows. If I just ask for dividend stocks, it'll just give me like a generic answer. You have to say name the 5 best dividend stocks, things of that nature. So that's what we're going to do. Name the 5 best dividend stocks. So we'll see what it comes up with. Every time I've asked it, it comes up with a different blend of stocks. It may not give us stocks here. It might have asked the wrong question. But interesting enough, I have to note one thing. This system went offline in 2021, so it has no knowledge of the current market conditions, which is something to add. So I think we will just do name 5 dividend stocks. I think I should not have said best. So now I think it would actually do it to us because it's not recommending directly. So our first one is Johnson & Johnson. Our second one is Procter & Gamble. So all good so far. Coca-Cola, PepsiCo, and what's the last one? I'm curious. IBM. Okay, so we have a list of 5 dividend stocks, as you can see. Interestingly enough, to my knowledge, I'm not exactly sure on PepsiCo, but I know for a fact that all of these stocks have outperformed the S&P 500 to this date, which is pretty interesting. Imagine if you were to build this portfolio in 2021 with the knowledge that it has, and you bought these stocks going into 2022, could you have beat the market? So we are going to go into the back test here. We'll get a fresh copy up here. So now that we're in the portfolio visualizer, we're going to put in our stocks that it recommended. And then I want to see against the SPY, so this is just, well, the S&P 500 market. And then we'll make this 2021, 2022. Wait, shoot, did that wrong? Give me 1 second. 2022 going into 2023.
Interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
So we will see. Have you bought this at the end of December in 2021? These 5 stocks, could you have beat the overall S&P 500? And it looks to be you would have absolutely smoked it. You would have had a 5% growth, although your growth would have been a lot smaller. You know, you'd only gained $580. At least you wouldn't have lost 20% of your overall value. So you can see our blue line outperformed the S&P 500. Interestingly enough, Chat GPT, I like your stock picks. Can we ask Chat GPT to give us some ETFs? Name 3 dividend ETFs. Let's see if it can do that. So, because you need in a portfolio, if you're a beginner, you can have your individual stocks, but it's also a good idea to have ETFs or exchange trade funds. Basically, it's a blend of stocks into like a big basket pool. So it looks to be that it's offering us VYM, DYV, and SCHD. So if we were to add these into our portfolio, let's see, VYM, SCHD. You know what? Because I don't know the ticker for this one, we will just do SCHD and VYM. And because we have 7 stocks, 7 divided by 100 doesn't go in there fully, so we'll just have to monkey around with it a little bit. Then we each make these 25%. Bam. Now analyze portfolio. So you can see with our mixture, we have a little bit less growth rate, but we still beat the overall S&P 500. Is this a good potential dividend investor ETF and portfolio for the beginner? I would absolutely say so. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. But interestingly enough, all of these beat the overall market, and this is shut off in 2021. So it seems to be Chat GPT has some pretty nice stock recommendations. I think we should ask one last question. Let's do how to start investing in dividend stocks. I'm just curious to see what it says. And Chat GPT is basically Google. You can ask it anything you want. But so I think it's just going to give us some basic advice. As we come into the closing here, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Maybe learned a little bit something. If you haven't seen Chat GPT before, well, you sure have now. And I find it pretty cool that the stocks it recommended, as well as the ETFs, beat the S&P 500. And these companies seem to be very high quality and could be a good addition to your portfolio. So as we wrap up here and we look at some of the advice that Chat GPT is going to offer us, it would be strongly encouraged that you guys subscribe, like, and comment on this video to help with the algorithm. As a growing YouTuber, it's greatly appreciated. And if you could share this with some of your friends and family, that would also be very cool. So overall, thank you guys for watching. If you want to read this advice, just pause the video here, or you can just ask ChatGPT yourself. See you guys in the next one. Peace.